My name is Heath Holley. I'm from right here in Huntington, West Virginia. Um, I am a graphic designer, illustrator, musician, and that's what I do my best to make a living off of. I've been drawing ever since I can remember. Ever since I was a little kid and I had to start making decisions in elementary school about what I was going to be when I grew up, I was always book illustrator. And then I did AP art in high school and majored in graphic design at Marshall. And here I am. I freelance and I've got a few regular clients where I do some pretty straightforward ad design stuff. I work with a lot of bands and booking agencies and stuff to make posters and social media graphics and cover art and stuff like that. When I'm drawing, I like to do show posters that I make that are wiggly words and curly shapes and things like that, or cartoons that are kind of along the same lines as far as exaggeration. I got involved with the Huntington Music and Arts Festival, and then from there with Whiz Bang Booking and Management, they have a bunch of artists that I do some artwork for all the time. And eventually I was I should just try freelancing full time. And so now that's what I do. I do a lot of poster designs for Arlo McKinley. I did a poster for Tyler Childers a few months ago. I did a festival poster for Healing Appalachia. The Good Perry is one of the guys that I did some animations for in his music video a year or two ago. This band that I'm currently in, Massing, started in 2017. My friend Rob and I just went to school together, and he was another graphic design student that I met there, and we just loved spending our time in the basement of the Visual Arts Center, hoping nobody would come down there so that we could make music. We released our first EP, I think, in 2018. That was called Happy So Bad. We released another one called Wahoo in 2019. And then our most recent one was 2021, called Nothing to Fear. We play shows pretty regularly around the area. We try to go as often as we can without wearing out our welcome to Huntington, Charleston, Morgantown. But a lot of what we do is just, outside of making music as a band, is just use it as an outlet to goof off. We make silly videos and stuff on the internet all the time. Right now we're working on a mockumentary to promote a sweatshirt. We did this thing in 2020 where we were hey, give us $20 and we'll write and record a song about anything that you want. We ended up doing 150 of those, and that was a boot camp for the most efficient way to just bounce ideas back and forth remotely. I mean, there have definitely been voices and influences along the way that are you should get a 9-to-5. And I think that all the time too. I would love to have health insurance that I don't have to pay out of pocket for. I feel when I was growing up in West Virginia, you're constantly reminded to be pick what you want to be when you grow up, pick what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And when I thought about it was always art for me from the very beginning of me ever thinking about it. But I never knew that was something that you could do here. I always also attached that to, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I happened to find a little nook and cranny that had a path on the other end of it, I guess, that I happened to make it through. When you find that place and you're doing art or music or whatever it is that you love that maybe doesn't have a booming industry here, when you find that, you feel you're contributing to something that is growing, there is a pride sort of element involved in being here and being involved. Consume media also, seek out new stuff, and I think as long as you are keeping stuff coming in, new stuff comes in, new stuff comes out, I don't think that there's scientific evidence that that's how it works, but I think that that's what I find myself believing.
I agree.